Justin, just that final drive, getting the ball with more than 6 minutes remaining, being able to milk it the rest of the time off the clock and kick that field goal. Just what was going through your mind? How did you sort of approach that final drive?
Yeah, it's one of those things, those 4-minute situations that we practice all the time, and kind of just like the Washington game to start the season. We felt confident out there, and we got the right guys and great play calls, and the offensive line did a great job blocking, so we were able to run the ball really well.
You said that just how efficient this game looked for you, how not so easy, but you were kind of the rhythm from most of the game. I don't think you were rushed much. How did it look out there for you in terms of being able to do what you wanted to do out there and being able to do what you did?
I think we had a great protection plan. Coach Joe Lombardi, they did a great job implementing a protection plan, and the offensive line did a great job blocking all game. And I don't think we had any sacks today, so I think that's huge. And we were effective on third down, especially on fourth down as well. And when you get time with receivers like those guys on the outside, they do a great job getting open.
What your touchdown run? Can you just kind of take us through what you saw and then when you decided you're like that?
I believe it was cover 0. Took a 5-step drop and stepped up and kind of saw the opening, and I think Eck might have gotten covered, but kind of ran up and just tried to get as many yards as I could, but there was an opening, so I tried to take it.
When you get the kind of protection that you did today, how much does that allow you to sort of get into a rhythm as the game goes on, and sort of find that timing within the offense as the game goes on?
Well, I think it's huge, and kind of like I mentioned earlier, we had a great protection plan. Those guys, Storm, Corey, Matt, Rashawn, all those guys, they did a great job blocking, and even Sco. And so when we're able to run the ball and throw the ball and have enough time to get the guys on the outside of the ball, Keenan, Mike, Jared, all those guys, they make plays. So it makes our offense a lot easier.
Justin, the tight ends account for over half the points. When you get contributions from all three guys in the passing game and then what they were able to do in the running game, how does that change the offense for you guys?
They're such weapons for us. To be able to run block, pass block, and to go win one-on-one matchups. Jared Cook, Donald Parham, and Steven Anderson, they've done a great job, especially Trey McKitty as well, coming in and blocking. They make our offense so much more dynamic, and to have those guys out there, they make our offense just more powerful.
Justin, you mentioned the protection. Somebody got a bunch of time to make that deep throw to Mike Williams, 49 yards. I think he was scrambling to your right, and you threw the ball. Taking back to that play, and I guess how nice of a catch was it for Mike Williams on that diving play?
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you believe you throw the ball and he's going to go make the play. And, they're not really 50-50 balls with him. And he's done such an exceptional job all year that we've got such high confidence in him, and we know he's going to get the job done.
What did you think about Keenan Allen's performance today?
I thought he was incredible. He's one of those guys you go to on third down, and all season long he's been super dependable. And, he's had such a great work ethic the past couple of weeks, and it shows out there on the field.
Justin, it seems like you guys were able to get to a lot of pocket movement stuff, whether it was rollouts, even on Mike's the throw to Mike, the play action kind of shifted to your right. Just what does that allow you to do, and why do you feel like you guys were able to maybe get to more of that stuff today than you were the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think maybe trying to get the ball to those guys in space. There's a lot of space on the outside, and to get the ball to Josh Palmer, Jalen Guyton, those guys are fast and they make plays happen. So it's one of those things that we can switch up on our offense, especially kind of change the protection plan in that. So I thought it was good for us.
A game like this one, the back and forth nature the way it was, especially in the second half, and you come away, you close the game out on the road in a tough crowd. How much of a more satisfying win is this one for your team?
Well, I think it's huge for us because we've lost a couple tough games, and the film we watched, we had to get better from that. And to come here in such a hostile environment, and they've got an incredible team on that opposing sideline, and it was a tough game, and they're not going to be easy. None of the games in the NFL are going to be easy, and that's kind of what we figured out the past couple of weeks. And to battle through all that adversity and come out on the other side, I think it's huge for us.
The 3rd and 2 on the final drive where Austin kind of jumped through the middle. Did you think he got first down yardage there? I know Brandon said he turned to him and said the referees were signaling fourth, but when you first saw him jump through, did you think he had first down yardage?
My initial thought was he got it, but I don't have the best viewpoint on the field, so I didn't get to see the side view. But X one of those guys he hands the ball off to, and he's going to make a play happen. So I would have thought that he would have got it.
Do you think this could be a season-changing win?
I think every game in the NFL is so tough, and I think we did a great job answering it today. And the guys came back, and the defense stepped up big time when we needed stops, and special teams was huge with kick returns and all of that. So, I think if we put it all together, I think we could be a pretty good team.
Justin, you were the 5th quarterback this season to complete more than 80% of his passes against the Eagles defense. Was there something that you saw in their scheme and their coverages that allowed you to know going in that you were going to be able to basically pitch and catch?
No, watching them on film, they play really tough defense. They've got some really good cover guys, and it was just one of those games that you get in rhythm, and the offensive line gives you enough time to throw. And especially when you get guys on the outside like we do, they make my job so much easier.
Justin, I know you're not big on social media. You don't pay attention to the critics, but after two kind of sluggish games, it's pretty nice to get back on track and to tell people, yeah, I'm still Justin Herbert. I can still do this thing out here.
Well, it's the NFL. They're all tough games, and it's going to happen. It's all about how you answer adversity, and kind of like we mentioned all week. It's about how you answer it. And I thought the guys did a great job today, defense, offense, and special teams as well. And that's the NFL. Every game is going to be a tough game, and you have to have your best. And so I felt like we were good today.
Justin, what was sort of the feeling at early on in the game? You had the 98-yard drive, 4th and goal, 50, you didn't get it. You had 4th and 2 in that second quarter. Just moving the ball as well as you guys were, but failing on a couple of those 4th downs. What was the feeling and sort of your message to the offense after those?
Yeah, it was huge. When we came in at halftime, we kind of mentioned that we're moving the ball well, we're doing the things right. We just need to execute and finish those drives. And the offensive line, they were upbeat the entire time, and we knew if we keep playing right behind those guys, they're going to lead us all the way down the field. And no one was down. Everyone knew exactly what we needed to do, and came out in the second half, put up some points, and so that was really good for us.